So hopefully this video turned out okay. One of the new issues that I have with my nerves is I like to drop things apparently, and I dropped my laptop. So this whole video will be stitched together on my phone. Anyhow, like and subscribe, please. We got to get to 1,000, we're halfway there. Hey guys, it's Paul with the Ugly Motel. If you're new with us, please like and subscribe to this video as we take this huge hotel and renovate it. Today is going to be a big update. As a lot of you know, I haven't done an update of the hotel renovation for almost a month now. Reality is I had some spinal cord issues that we were trying to work out, figure out. We're not going to worry about that right now. So let's see what we've been doing and where we're at. By the way, something really important besides my awesome shirt you guys can now get at theuglymotel.com. Tomorrow's going to be our inspection with the city to see what is left to be done. One of the things I'll be trying to do while I'm here in town is to interview some other local business owners to see how they're doing with COVID-19, what their attack plan is to get back on track for their 2021 goals, and a little bit about their stories and backgrounds. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, again, press the subscribe button, and hopefully through these interviews you can learn how to build wealth in 2021 in Lincoln, Nebraska. All right, so let's get started. Let's take this thing down. Okay. Got a new camera, which is kind of fun. All right, as you can tell, we've not done a lot as far as painting goes, except for the doors. And as you saw in the last video where I was starting to fall out, we have all new RFID locks on all of our doors. So that's a big deal item. Again, if you've been following along, we're updating the hotel in phases. Well, we're opening the hotel in phases. We have to have it all done. But let me show you what we got going on. So again, we keep this plastic here so we can keep these hallways warm in Nebraska's freezing cold winters. Thanks to the PPP loan, you'll be seeing quite a few new faces, seeing quite a few people that we're able to hire on because we do have a little bit of extra cash. We'd have more money if we were able to open up. So, you know, if you guys have any influence with the city, yell at them. I'm gonna step outside real quick to kind of show you kind of a panorama of what we've been doing. Let's make sure I don't get locked out. Cane right there. Yeah. Not sure if this view does it justice, but check it out. We have obviously painted all that stuff before it started snowing. And the inside of the windows doesn't look like a lot of work, but it's been a lot of work. White trim around all the trim pieces. This is a darker kind of gray on the second floor. This is a beige-ish color on the first floor. I'm gonna have to do a picture here for my thumbnail. Not record. Okay, Rock, thank you for holding this. All right, as you can see, we're waiting on Bisinger glass. They're having to cut a custom piece of glass for us to replace these guys. And this one here too. So, you see we've gone through and painted this all white, this all gray, this all blue. Empty out all the rooms. Been having to do this whole plastic barrier thing, which you wouldn't think would work, but I guess if it works for nuclear radiation, it works for heat. It actually keeps it around 60 in each of these little sections. Kelly! You want to say hi to everybody on YouTube?
Hi YouTube. Hi guys.
one of our new guys. He did contract work for a friend of ours on the back annex building, but now he's hired on. Now we have PPP, and we can do that. Okay. Oh, garbage. We're still hauling out garbage. So check this out. Obviously, a lot of it's first coat still, and they're still having to come through and do the trim work. But man, I love this color. Hope it shows up as good on the video as it does here. Again, we took out all the flooring. We're putting in new flooring. Here's a question for you guys. So I did some LVT flooring for my wife in St. Louis the other day, and it's come down a lot in price. It's actually pretty reasonable. We're planning on putting in carpet because it goes fast, but I don't know. I mean, if my crippled butt can do the LVT in a couple of days, and I'm sure all of us can knock it out. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Should I do the luxury vinyl plank flooring, or should I go with the carpet? So we've been emptying rooms inside the main hotel for a few months now. But we're still finding stuff inside of like, I don't know, giant pieces of 2x4 bedding that we're taking out to the dump. One of the nice things with the latest PPP loan is I've been able to get more employees to help us. And check out this awesome paint. Okay. This room's a good example of what we're doing inside the hotel rooms. You can see that it has no flooring. We've taken the P-TEC units out, cleaned them all out. Figure might as well. As we're making all this dust, we want to make sure the P-TECs actually work at the end. We're going through, we're going to be replacing all the furniture, replacing all the carpets. We have extra doors. We have extra doors in a lot of these rooms, and we're going through and picking out the best doors to put these on. 99% of the doors now have this. We have a great new friend we met. If you want to check out that episode, The Haunted Hotel. They had hundreds and hundreds of doors from an old holodome there in Kansas City, Missouri. So we've been buying those up as we need it. It's 1,000 times easier to, you know, just replace the door than trying to fix it. Obviously, we have a lot of painting to do. These rooms are kind of hit or miss if they were the 1990s tan, or if they're the cooler gray, or what's going on in them. And also, these outside rooms were our long-term rooms, so they had a lot more wear and tear than the average room. Through and making the rooms look prettier for our inspection tomorrow. Make sure that they're as presentable as they can be and they're not looking like a construction zone. So that means taking a bit of a break from trimming in all the paint. But hopefully in the end it'll mean that we are allowed to at least open up the back 28 rooms in the apartment building that we have. I know Lincoln's going through a housing crisis right now. 28 extra apartments would probably go a long way. Just saying, it'd be nice to open them. That's what we have to use with the teeth in there.
Right.
Oh, you need to, where's your ugly motel sweatshirt? What the heck?
I got it outside. I didn't want to get it dirty.
All the new carbon monoxide detectors in all the rooms too. Bisinger glass. We'll be replacing this glass. I have paperwork for you if you want to see it, but they're coming out to do this one and that one because I guess there's specialty glass that has to be done or something. Thank you. Yeah, and also it has to be massive. So. So these rooms are all going to be remodeled to the Travelodge standard, that means going with their paint colors. So that means going with their paint colors. Any room that was previously a suite, we're going to be closing off, putting back the 2x4 walls and whatnot, and making sure that it complies with both city code and Travelodge standards. Test the new carbon monoxide detector. Even though we're going to change out all this stuff, we have the rooms clean, so that way we're not just keeping piles and piles. Oh, sorry. Yep. Yep. And they do. So one of the nice things, our friends from Kansas that we met, we were able to replace all these doors. The back sides we haven't painted, front sides we have with the blue. New door locks, new hinges. Everything closes under its own power. Again, Biosinger glass will be putting in the 2 missing panels of glass that had a crack in them. Since the money for remodeling is there, might as well make sure everything's perfect.
This is getting better out here.
It's getting better, not showing him in the video, but he likes the hallway. He says that it'll be up to the city if they're gonna allow me to take down this wallpaper and paint, what their thoughts are on that. But obviously we haven't started this because every time you pull back one of these things, you get more than you bargained for. So we just intend to paint. We'll take down the wallpaper before painting. Walk through.
You can't stop me now.
Again, we parted out all the rooms, so they're all just completely empty for them to look at.
Tie 'em to the ground. You can't stop me now.
You guys want to see? Obviously, we're going to be remodeling the bathrooms, get them up to Travelodge standards, but this is the pre. Hopefully it's enough to get us done with the city part and move on to the Travelodge part.
Blood, sweat, and sacrifice.
All right. Since Sean gave us the green light on doing our punch list inspection, we decided we'd overcome the expectations. I have Julie, my hardest worker in here, pulling down the rest of the wallpaper. In case you're wondering, this is not mold, it's this weird nasty glue. But if you saw earlier in the video, these rooms all had the wallpaper up. And now they don't. So we'll be flooding these out with some mud, painting them all nice, replacing any areas that we expose that do have mildew issues. Hopefully all before our next inspection. Why everybody skips this room? I hate this room. That picture needs to go away. Anyhow, this is literally the day after the inspection. Sean suggested painting the walls, so that way all the ugliness is hidden. And I figure since I'm painting walls, might as well rip up any wallpaper we find, because again, it's layers upon layers upon layers of wallpaper. So we're gonna float it all out, make sure it looks nice and flat, then texture the heck out of it. And also this way we're not coming back having to redo it and whenever inspections are over. That looks suspicious. It's like an oil leak actually inside of there. It's an oil leak, I think. I don't know. Again, it looks nasty. It's like this spray-on glue they used. The only reason why I figured that out was because we found a bottle of it, and I tried patching something with it. I'm like, well, that's where the nasty brown comes from. Oh, again, this window was that one that had all the boards in it. The glass is here now. We just have to install it. Windows are insanely clean. Obviously, we gotta take down this weird waterproof stuff in that cabinet still. But, yep. As far as our actual inspection, all the outlets have covers and everything. They've all been. We had to special order these 8-inch screws because the outlet goes into a cinder block, and the actual box is way back there. So we had to get these special order ones. So we were able to go around and put those in everything, and then make sure that everything's going to be kosher. We'll be putting in all the light bulbs just to make it easier on our inspectors. They don't have to question if things are working. Obviously, we've gone through and made sure all the plumbing is working because I don't want to be paying for a bunch of leaky faucets while the hotel is shut down. Anyhow, it's one of those things. We make it look pretty, and then we make it look bad again. Then we make it look pretty, and we make it look bad again. That's where we're at.